gonna ride down the river, see corn on the meadow, blueberry jelly on the vine. There's a little country church that brings me closer to my Savior. Little bit of heaven, a whole lot of love left behind.
Well, good morning and welcome to Rise and Shine, Franklin County. That sun's not up yet. It's a little bit cloudy out there this morning, but I feel sure it's on its way. At least it wasn't shining in my eyes. Maybe I was earlier coming in this morning. I don't know. Anyway, I'm Joyce Gordon, and welcome to Wednesday. It is now the 2nd of July. Yeah, I got my days all mixed up, and I don't know. I didn't think yesterday was the 1st, or maybe, I don't know. 1st was Monday. No, Tuesday.
Yep.
It is now 2 days before the 4th of July. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
And we have a guest with us this morning. She has been roaming around down in Texas with these new twin baby girls, and here she is. I feel like she should be sitting here doing this morning, and she's been doing that for 2 months, and we have missed her. We're going to let her introduce herself and tell us about something exciting that's coming up that's going to benefit her entity.
I'll do that, but just to clarify, they were not my babies.
Oh,
They were
no,
my grandbabies.
Grandbabies. You don't look old enough to take grandbabies.
So I'm Stacey Talley, the director of Stepping Stone Mission, and we have a lot going on this summer and into the fall. So the first thing that's coming up is the wallflowers at the Coves Amphitheater out in Smith Mountain Lake, Union Hall specifically. They are, the Coves created a charity concert series that will benefit Stepping Stone Mission, Bernard Healthcare, SML, Good Neighbors, and Transition Basics, which a lot of people know Lucille Bowman, so that's who the benefactor of that is. So these concerts have premium seating. They also have skyboxes, and the skyboxes are all the proceeds that are generated from the skyboxes will go towards these 4 charities. So specifically, the skyboxes are charity driven, and those skyboxes are $800 each. They include 6 tickets, and it is, you just called it, I'm going to take your thunder.
It's okay.
It's a party shack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a private party shack. It is an enclosure, and it has a private deck. It can hold up to 12 people. The $800 ticket includes 6, but you can invite 6 additional ticket holders to come up there with you. You just have to give them the names in advance so that they can pull them up there. So it holds 12 totally, but the $800 cost covers 6 tickets.
So if I come and bring a friend, that's a ticket for me, ticket for him. So really it would be like 3 couples.
Yes. Yep.
And then you can
one person is the host and buys the ticket, and then they can either, yes, you can't build 12 people, anonymous people into those boxes.
Okay.
One host purchases the ticket, and then they will
invite whomever.
Yes, and you can collect money if you would like, or gift it. You know, it's a great, employee. Yeah, great way to honor employees. Great family reunion, great birthdays, anniversaries.
Well, yeah, like Party Shack. I mean, there you are. You go party. You have access to the restrooms, to the bar.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't include any food.
It does not. There are a food truck out there during the event.
Okay.
But the food is for purchase, yes.
All right. So you got your own little private, we called it a Party Shack.
Yeah.
And we've got, see a picture of it here and her flyer she brought. And you're up there where you can see the concert.
Stage. Uh-huh.
Yeah, stage. And the wallflowers, this is the second one, July 18th at the Coves Amphitheater. Now, is this down Route 40? How do we get there?
I knew you were going to ask me directions.
Well, I don't know where it is. Well,
I drove there, but GPS told me where to go, and I have to be honest, I don't.
Well, if it's in Union Hall,
Yes.
it's got to be down 40, I'm
Yes.
thinking.
You probably turn off of 40, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's signs.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check this out.
Well, I looked at my map and forgot to write that down for you. Yes.
Well, we'll have that before July 18th. We will give out that
The
information.
address is there for those that rely on GPS like me.
Well, it's Ivy Lane, Union Hall,
Yeah.
30, okay, here we go. Well, I hadn't had the address before. It's 301 Ivy Lane, Union Hall. So you can put that in your GPS and it will take you there. A lot of people have already been to the coves.
Yeah.
They know where this is. Well, now, is this whole party shack, is this something new that they've come up with? Or has it always been there and we just didn't know it?
Well, I know at least it was there last season because he did his charity concert last season. So I think it's starting to get off the ground, but it's been there. The Coves has been there for, I don't know how many years, but it has been there for a little while.
So now, is it just these party shacks, what do we call them?
You said party shacks, yeah.
Okay, now, is that the only thing that's going to benefit these entities? Or if you buy a ticket, just a general admissions ticket? Will
For these concerts,
Just these?
it's
okay.
just the skyboxes. They're doing an additional event, their dinner events, a little smaller scale. They're separate. I don't have the flyer for that. We're really trying to focus on the skyboxes, so.
I think
You
I
have, yeah, the initial information for it.
Yeah,
The Vivaldi was the first one, and that one has since passed.
Okay. Okay, well, the next one, June 14th, all right, so the next one, Legacy Motown Review.
Yes, yeah.
That'll be coming up in August. So we'll talk more about that before August the 8th.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen them.
And those are specifically designed for the charities. They're smaller scale, but they are, well, I don't know that they're really smaller scale, but they're, all the proceeds from those events will go towards the charities. So
Okay.
there's not really a skybox event for that. It's more an intimate gathering. So they're more the general seating.
Okay, now well, we won't talk about that. We don't want to get people get confused. We'll cover that later.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we're kind of just focusing on.
Yes, we will. Well, hey, it sounds like a great idea. Now, you think $800 is a lot of money, but when you think about it, if you have people come to your home, you got to get the house cleaned and,
And there you go.
straighten it up.
Don't come to my house, meet me at the skybox. It's about $133 a person, which is kind of the going rate for a good
That's true.
concert ticket, so.
I just think outside, it would be so nice in the evening, and I'm not sure what time it starts.
They're usually early evening, 6, 7 o'clock.
I
I don't think the start times are on there.
No, it's not. Well, we'll find out more about that too. It's coming up. We'll get some more information here. All right, but these charities that it's benefiting, they operate totally by donations. They are not federally funded, and we are so fortunate to have these, the Bernard's Free Clinic, the Stepping Stone. I advertise that every day, that I'm on here to tell people if they don't have any food in the house, or if you don't want to eat by yourself, to come down to Stepping Stone. You will have a hot meal. And I say, now what time does it start, Stacey? I'm always confused.
We're serving
yes.
11:30 to 12:45 every day.
12, okay, 11:30, 12:45. I say, well, if you hit there about 12 o'clock,
Yeah,
you'll be there.
you're good.
You're right there in the middle.
And you've already missed the rush, so that's probably a good time to come.
Oh, okay. Well, there's lots of cars out there, and you know yourself. When you see a restaurant and there's lots of cars, you know the food's good.
Oh, yeah.
And
we have
there's
some great
always
cooks.
lots of cars, even though it's free. There's hey, even sometimes free food's not worth going for. But when you see lots of cars somewhere, you know the food is good. So
Yeah.
when I go by there, and there's always lots of cars in the parking lot. But anyway, so we've got the Bernard's Free Clinic.
Yeah.
We've got Stepping Stone Mission. We have Miss Lucille Bowman and her
Transition Basics.
Basics.
Uh-huh.
And then Warming Shelter.
SML Good Neighbors.
SML. Okay, Warming Shelter's another one. That's another something. That's another one that we're doing something for. And these are all groups that help people that need something.
All ages. So SML Good Neighbors is focused on a lot of things, but kids is their main focus. Lucille, who incidentally has a new Facebook page, which is under Transition Basics. So go follow her and see all the great work that she's doing out in the county.
Now, a lot of people don't know what Transition Basics means.
So she goes out and locates and builds relationships with some unsheltered individuals that we have in our community. She is an individual that just by her local legend, people call, and she just generates different resources and stuff for them that to help them improve the circumstances that they're in or get out of the circumstances that they're in. She's a wonderful lady and does a lot of great work. She's definitely worth a follow on Facebook. She generates all her own funding with her board members, of course, like all of us. You know, we all depend on, especially in this economy, it's gotten so difficult to just generate the assistance we all need. And the assistance need increases with all the things that we're feeling. It's incrementally worse for each of them. So all four of us, every other nonprofit in the community could really use hands, finances, donations, just to keep us going.
And like you say, the more need that you have, there's people out there that are in this situation that need what you all are doing. And then you need supplies and to keep you all going. And so it's like,
We started to serve about 1,800 people a month. That's about 300 more just over the last couple months that we have served. So, and our individual count has gone up. So there were about 275 people that routinely would come into the kitchen. That's gone up to almost 375. So
wow.
yeah, the population is either people are hearing about us more or the need is increasing. So, and you know, we're not a profit business, so that's not something we want to happen. We don't want the need to increase. We do want people to hear about us, but we don't want to perpetuate it.
So if somebody wanted to stop in and have lunch, you're always welcome to donations. If they would like to make a donation, there is not a charge.
Yeah.
So
of any kind. So we, of course, utilities in this heat have gone up. So any financial assistance goes towards our general overhead costs. We take advantage of all the food donations we get, from eggs to dairy to canned goods. We don't generally take a lot of pre-cooked things. That has a little bit more to do with food safety and storage and things like that. But any, the word I'm looking for, shelf-stable type food, non-perishables, we fill our pantry. I mean, we cook what we receive. So, and the great news is we actually got a dishwasher. So one of our biggest expenses, and thanks to grants, of course, one of our biggest expenses, which is paper plates and paper goods, we now are all reusable. So we're not putting quite the big dent in the landfill that we have been, and it has reduced our monthly costs, which is offset a little bit by the electricity, but it's important for us to be sustainable. So, and those prices fluctuate so much.
And we all know that now, 1st of July, that styrofoam is no longer being used. Did you know that?
I did not. God is able. He put the bug in, so yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
They have asked, I had read in the paper or somewhere, or an email that I'd gotten, that the school had asked for an extension because they had a lot of styrofoam on hand. And see, the trays that they used to serve lunch in were styrofoam, and bowls that they put the soup in were styrofoam. And then they had a lot of styrofoam cups they wanted us to use up for the school dance, because starting July 1, they couldn't use styrofoam anymore.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
They were hoping that they would have, and they have dishwashers, those big industrial dishwashers. And the schools that closed, they figured they probably had the trays, reusable trays. I'm not sure what they're going to go to. I know some years ago I did some research, and there was plates made from corn. They're probably more expensive. Oh, but there is, when we were into doing the seed building, Center for Applied Technology, no, that's the school, Center for Energy Efficient Design, I looked into paper, products that were made from corn. And I had found a source where there was a company, but they're probably way more expensive. But I guess for the school system, it probably would be more economical to have the trays that you wash. But you just got
melamine or melanine. That's what we ended up getting. So,
well, I bought some of those, and mine says can't put them in my dishwasher. Read on the bottom.
These are dishwasher safe. They're not microwave safe. I mean, I'm not saying they all are, but the ones we got, we
I'm
made sure.
disappointed that mine's not dishwasher
Yeah,
safe,
yeah.
and it can't put them in the microwave.
Yeah,
So I
that we know.
guess, years ago we had Melmac. And then we went to, it's way probably before your time, way before your time. Then we went to the dishes that were kind of like glass you could put in the dishwasher. And I had a set of those and I got rid of them. Well, then I got a set of like glass plates. Well, now they're so heavy. So now I've gone back to the
melamine, something.
And because he had lemons on them. I'm doing my kitchen in
Yeah, I
lemons.
know. Yeah.
Oh, well, that is not what we're talking about here with this charity thing that we got going on at the Coves. And we will have some directions. Like I said, that address, if you want to jot this down, is 301 Ivy Lane, Union Hall, Virginia. And the skyboxes are $800. And like we said, it includes 6 tickets, an enclosed climate-controlled space, private deck, and access to a VIP bar area and restroom facilities. So if I wanted to come and, if I wanted to buy one of these boxes, maybe we can find some, there's lots of companies around that maybe would sponsor. How many do they have? Do you know?
6.
6 of them.
Yeah, each concert, the count is going down as people have purchased them. For example, the Old Crow Medicine Show, all the skyboxes are sold out for that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
then
right here. I put it there for you.
Oh, thanks. All right, so 8/13. Oh, the Almond Blues Summit on August the 13th.
Oh, do you want to go?
Maybe we will.
Maybe.
Hey, yeah.
We'll invite some friends. Anybody out there?
We'll have a party. I said, in years past, I have catered a bunch of parties. I should change my name to Joyce P. Gordon. Joyce Party. Hey, why not have a party wherever you go?
That's true.
Let me tell you something. And when you read this poem that I've read, that you've lived more days than what you're going to live, you just might as well party every day.
That's right.
And say you've got to drink a lot of beverages, but you can. I say I don't need them. People will.
You're happy enough.
Seriously,
That's right.
and you don't feel bad the next day.
That's true.
Oh, well, this is exciting that they're doing this for you all, because I know you do need the income to keep these things sustained.
Yes.
And then we have also coming up, and I've been advertising this. Is this the next on the list, the Boomer Band? Or what is
Yeah,
that?
well, that one's August. So a little bit closer to home, kind of the same concept. The Harvester and SML Boomer Band, who is a charity concert group around, they're from Smith Mountain Lake, but they're phenomenal. And they purposely are out there to do these things for this purpose. We have the Warming Shelter and Helping Hands here in Franklin County, all basically out of Rocky Mount. We have gathered together and are under the umbrella, the Sounds of Compassion. And this concert series this concert is geared towards our nonprofits. So similar concept, the tickets, oh gosh, you're gonna ask me the price of the tickets and I don't remember. So there's tables, premium seating, and general admission. The tables, there's, I think, 2 of the 4 that are sold, 4 or 5 that are sold, and they're a little over 200. That's a 4-top, I believe, seat for that. And I'll get you those details today, but $75 for the premium seating, which is a little bit closer to the floor, and then 45 for the, or 25 for the
general seating?
Yeah, I think it's 25 for the general seating.
Well, there's
I
not-
will correct myself today as soon as I get done, but.
Okay, that's fine. We got time. And I've been announcing this, and I said because these tickets went on sale some time ago, but it's not until the 3rd of August. It's at the Harvester. The sound in the Harvester is wonderful.
Yes.
We saw Judy Collins there last week, and we did have a premium seat, and there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, there's really not.
But you can have your own little table in the back, and that's raised a bit, so you can have a good view. But the sound in the Harvester is quite
And it's just,
phenomenal.
it's amazing that the venue is available for purposes like this. It really shows their support of the community, and I think it's a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. It's a relaxing atmosphere. The band is fantastic. They just they want you to get up and dance, and they just play music that you almost can't help yourself. So there'll be a dance floor.
Oh, dance floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
dance floor.
Joyce might have to shake a leg.
Ah, there you go. Shake it. Shake our leg.
Yes. As some of you know, I only have one good one. Oh my! I remind myself, we went to see Jeff Donovan. He got so tickled at the last act, he couldn't even do his ventriloquism. But he got tickled at Peanut, and he's the one that was saying what Peanut was saying. But I don't know that I've ever gotten this tickled in here. Okay, dance floor. All right.
Yep. We are also doing raffles, just different opportunities to support our mission. All of us will be there if you want to learn more. We will be showing a slideshow that'll help give you some more information about what we do in the community. There's going to be a lot of people from the town that'll be there, and it's just an opportunity to just meet and greet a lot of people that you may not ordinarily see.
Okay, well then you should get on as I say, get on the stick and get your tickets because they may sell out.
Yes.
And I'm always, you don't want to be disappointed. Like I talk about, when we talk about Ferrum College and getting in, you don't want to wait till the last minute, be disappointed if there's not a space for you. So you don't want to be disappointed. This is right here in Rocky Mount, and it's on August the 3rd from 3 to 5 p.m., a Sunday afternoon. So,
And the doors open at 2, so you can get there as early as 2. They're playing for that 2 hours, but there will be a lot going on in the lobby, opportunities, like I said, to meet the different charities.
and we fixed a recipe on this tablecloth on Monday, and I said we did not have any ants, but remember when we had our big picnic basket sitting up here, we'd have an ant every once in a while, and I said, well, what's a picnic basket without an ant?
Yep.
They were free. You didn't have to pay for those. Well, this is wonderful to hear. Just know that these entities are so willing to do these, what's my word?
Concerts.
Concert, yes.
Yeah.
And to give the money, I gotta have a tissue. When you get old, your nose runs. And I've gotten so tickled my nose is running. It's just wonderful.
This is the year of music for us, and for a lot of the nonprofits, because the races, the run walk races, the festivals, and a lot of those things are being done so often. Plus, this gives you an opportunity to enjoy it, to go out and relax. To your initial purchase is what is benefiting us. So you can go and relax and know that you are spending time with your family and also helping the community out at the same time.
That's right. And we so much appreciate what you do. I mean, you think about the people that wouldn't have lunch if it wasn't for your group. And people like the things that Ms. Bowman does. I know she takes food to people that can't get out to go to a food pantry. I met her at the Taste of Rocky Mount back in the spring. And it's just wonderful that we have these nonprofit organizations, and a lot of people don't even know about them.
Yeah.
So we've tried to give them some publicity on here, and I guess maybe it's the reason you get more people to come and eat.
Well, that's true.
I do advertise that every day. Anyway, okay, so we've got the concert series at the Coves, and coming up on the next one, July 18th, it is Wallflowers.
Okay.
Now, Stacey was telling me that is music from the 60s and 70s.
Well, that's the Boomer Band is 60s and 70s.
So what's Wallflowers? Wallflowers.
Wallflower, this gentleman is the son of Bob Dylan.
Oh.
And I cannot remember. I have the URL the song. I know the song, and I wrote it down, but I don't know where I wrote it. So I really am never prepared enough for you, ever.
Oh my goodness! Well, I didn't.
But it's a song
that.
you'll know. June will know it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll know it. We'll know it when we hear it. So I'll send you the link, and you can play it. Everyone else will know it too.
Thank you. Then we'll let everybody know next
And I would
week.
sing it for you, but no, that's not good.
Oh, honey,
you'd
people
lose
would
viewers if I did that.
people would pay me to quit. Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is exciting. All of these things coming up, and we do want to support this because we do appreciate what our nonprofits do for us. here in Franklin County. And I don't know what some people, I mean, I'm so fortunate, I have a house and I don't have to, I mean, I could come down and have lunch and I could make a donation, I could do that. And you know, I see the little white van out sometimes.
Buzzing around.
Going around picking up donations from the different entities that donate things to you all. And that was Mr. Rick Carroll down at the Smith Mountain Lake Lions Club, kind of was instrumental in getting some grants to get that so you wouldn't have to use your own personal vehicles
Yes.
to go and pick up food. And that was great. And you, excuse me, you see that little white van sitting out in front of the
Kitchen.
thank you, yes. Stevie said, what is wrong with us this
Look,
morning?
I finished your sentences for you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We're so glad to have Stacey back. She is our secretary of the Lions Club, and we've got things that we're just glad to have her back. I know she misses those little grandbabies. I mean, I haven't even seen a picture yet, but I'm sure you have
I
them.
have one.
I bet you have
Yeah.
many. Oh, well, it's so nice that you could go and help your daughter out, and I'm sure she misses you terribly. Okay, so up this season's charity concert at the Coves Amphitheater, Smith Mountain Lake. The next one will be on July 18th. That is Wallflowers, and that's Bob Dylan's son. Just like we are going to start working on getting, I've talked about this, the Statler Brothers' grandsons to come, and I've got the Davis boys that will open for them.
What are the Statler brothers' names? What's the name of their band?
Well, it's just two guys. It's not a band. It's just two guys that sing.
Did they not have a group name?
You're going to ask me?
Exactly.
And one of his name is Reed, and the other one is, their last name is Davis. You would ask me that. Now, I mean, I even have my picture on my phone with them. Daggone if I know, it was back in the spring. Hey, I've slept a couple times since then. I don't know, but we'll know. I mean, I will have that information. We've got to find some place to have the concert and get them booked. But you know, I have to take things in steps. I work on two things at a time, or I might multitask. Anyway, back to this. You can buy a skybox for $800 and include 6 tickets, and then you can invite 6 more people that do have tickets up to join you. Hey, you can have 12 people up there partying. You don't have to mess up your house. You pay the $800. That helps these nonprofits. You know, we might have to think about that.
Yep.
We might have to go and try this out, Stacey, and then we can tell everybody
That's
what
fine
fun
with
we
me.
had.
We would love it.
We might have to do that. Okay.
Can I, one more thing?
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do?
Yes.
The Autumn Fest is coming up. So it's not so much about the Autumn Fest today, but we do this every year and we are really building up our vendor following. This takes place on September 27th and it is at the Franklin County High School parking lot, the law lot, the one in front of the field house. And we're gonna do smash burgers again this year, which everybody loved, fried fish, which everybody loves, and there'll be music, there'll be raffles. But right now we're doing a vendor call for any local vendors that are interested. They can reach out to Marican Martin at, she's always supported us. She's a local entrepreneur that just gives of her time, and it's a huge undertaking. So her address or email address is mariekan31@gmail.com. So if you are interested or you want to pass that information on to other vendors that may be interested, now's the time.
You know, this might be a good place to put this up down at the Redwood Farmers Market.
Yeah.
She has lots of vendors in there to put one of these up so that those vendors can see this. Also, one of our new sponsors, Southern Sparkle, has about 11 different vendors in their building too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I can tell you, I've been there. Earrings, this kimono, the shirt, it all came from Southern Sparkle. I'm ready for the 4th of July.
You are ready for the 4th of July and your little eagle friend back here.
Oh, yeah. There he is. Well, that was a gift from Farm Forward. Ed Saunders brought me that.
Very cute.
Really cute. Well, he said he's always up there peering over whatever we're doing. Okay, so if you are a vendor and you would like to set up now, is there a cost to set up for the vendor?
$50 cost, and all of that benefits our mission, but there is no additional need to give us any from the sales. So the sales are all the vendors
Okay.
$50 is the table fee, and that's what we benefit from.
Okay, because our Lions Club has voted, we're going to set up a table at Rocky Mountain Lions Club, and we are going to have we have had baskets on here advertising them. Well, we're going to do something different this time. One of our new members has said, how about the men? How about doing one for a man, like car care products or tools? So Daniel has volunteered to go help shop, and we're going to build a basket, and we'll have that there ready to sell chances on that. We're going to have some Malabar pepper from Happy Home Flavorings.
Yep.
That is the best pepper. I mean, I cook a lot, and that is my favorite pepper. We're going to have some jars of that. And a lot of people have heard of Joyce Gordon's pickles.
Yes.
We're going to have some pickles that you can buy a chance to win a jar of pickles. We will have a tasting. We will have little pieces of pickle that you can taste. And it does take 2 weeks to make them, so that will benefit the Rocky Mountain Lions Club. So we voted to do a table of our own. So
I'm excited. Thank you. That is
Yes.
awesome.
yeah, well, they were excited too. They did, and I said, well, hey, I can sell snowballs to Eskimos. Let's see what we can sell. So we're excited about that too, and that's going to take place until September 27th. But if you're a vendor, that if you make earrings, if you make wreaths, if you do any kind of handwork, I visited a little shop this past week that had all kinds of little things there, little cozies that you can set like a hot dish in, or she said, or your ice cream bowl.
I have like 6 of them. They're awesome.
Well, I had to buy one with lemons on it because I'm going to do my kitchen in lemons. But anyway, if you are a vendor and you would like to set up at this Autumn Fest, or even if they stop by the Stepping Stone, they could get this information from you too.
Yes.
And that's right there on North Main Street, the big purple sign, Stepping Stone Mission, there on North Main Street. And we'll be telling you about this in the shows to come. Just can't get it together today. It's hump day. We had a lot of rain yesterday. Must have washed all my thoughts away. Well, we're going to take a short break, and I do have some important announcements, some laws that took effect the 1st of July that you're going to hear about. So we're going to take a short break, hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Our roads and highways are busier than ever.
With tractor trailers and large company vehicles.
While most truck operators are responsible drivers,
Accidents do occur, resulting in catastrophic injuries and fatalities. At Crandall & Cott, our specialized team is highly skilled at obtaining the maximum compensation.
if you've been injured, call the law firm that cares.
Call Crandall & Cott today for a free consultation.
If the workday's over but your hunger is gearing up, go for all the hand-breaded chicken you can handle. Cause with 8 pieces of handcrafted chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
We're Davenport Energy. We've come a long way in more than 80 years working in our community, and we're still eager to go the extra mile for our customers. We're proud to be part of the things that make living in Virginia special. We're working toward tomorrow and enjoying today. Fair pricing and great service from people who know where you're coming from, because it's where we come from. At Davenport Energy, it's more than propane, it's personal.
Our roads and highways are busier than ever.
With tractor trailers and large company vehicles.
While most truck operators are responsible drivers,
Accidents do occur, resulting in catastrophic injuries and fatalities. At Crandall & Cott, our specialized team is highly skilled at obtaining the maximum compensation.
If you've been injured, call the law firm that cares.
Call Crandall & Cott today for a free consultation.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. We're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the blind guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the blind guys help you see the possibilities.
Founded by Bob and Belle Cooper in 1975, Uttermost has been family owned and operated for over 45 years. The name Uttermost comes from the Bible, Acts chapter 1, verse 8. This verse expresses our personal beliefs to share God's word to the uttermost part of the earth. Though rooted in our time-honored traditions, we prioritize expanding our collections each season with the most fashion-forward products in the industry. We take pride in our innovative product design, attention to detail, and first-class customer care, making us a respected resource for retailers and interior designers around the world. Join the Uttermost team. We are now hiring directly for a variety of positions. To learn more, visit our website at www.uttermost.com/jobs or give us a call at 540-483-5103.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch, Connor Bowman, and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
We are Lions. We bring hope where it's needed. Support causes that matter. Change lives. Change communities. Change the world. Visit lionsclubs.org to learn more.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine, Franklin County, and I have some announcements for you. Let's get these out of the way, and then I'm going to tell you about some laws that changed the 1st of July. We do want you to be abreast of that. However, the Roanoke Valley Community Credit Union proudly presents the Smith Mountain Lake's first ever professional rodeo. Double D Arena, I don't know what that means, July 11th and 12th, that's next Friday and Saturday. Gates will open at 6 p.m. The rodeo starts at 8 p.m. General admission is $20. Ages 6 to 10 is $15. Ages 5 and under, it is free. First 100 kids get a free bandana, food vendors, shopping, and a whole lot more. There will be 8 professional events: bareback, saddle bronc, calf roping, breakaway roping, steer wrestling, team roping, barrel racing, and bull riding. And this is at 9536 Brooks Mill Road, Wirtz, Virginia. And I was reading online, I think you can take a chair, set up on the hill. I think they do have some, like stadium seating. I don't know, but here's a phone number. If you need more information about this, I think it is handicapped accessible, 540-263-0273. Again, that number is 540-263-0273, and that is at 9536 Brooks Mill Road. Even we have rodeos that come to Franklin County. Isn't that wonderful? And we're going to have, tomorrow evening, Ferrum Farm and Craft Market will be open from 3 to 7. If you don't know, if you've never been to the Ferrum Market, right past Ferrum College on the right, it's across from the green boxes. That is where they have the market, and it's open from 3 to 7. And then the Rocky Mount Farmers Market is open on Saturday morning. I'm not sure if the holiday weekend is going to make a difference in that, but it's usually open. I'm thinking if you go about 9 o'clock, it's open from 9 to 1. There will not be a fish fry Friday night at Ferrum College, but it will start up again on the 11th. That will be a week from Friday, so don't go looking for fish Friday night at Ferrum College. Now, we have some laws that went into effect. We'll see if I can pull these up and let you know what they are. Big changes are coming to Virginia starting July 1 as a wave of new state laws take effect, touching everything from school safety to driver responsibility and digital protection. In education, school boards are now required to update their cyberbullying policies, specifically to cover off-campus online behavior between students. Cell phone use on school grounds is also under tighter control, though students can't be suspended or expelled for violations. And for young influencers, new protections are in place. Content creators must keep detailed records when minors under 16 appear in monitorized content. On the roads, all adult passengers must now wear seatbelts, no matter where you sit. Violators face a $25 fine or $50 if a minor is unrestrained. Drivers who hit pedestrians could face a misdemeanor if the incident causes serious harm or death. And adults who knowingly let an unlicensed minor drive, that's now a Class 1 misdemeanor with up to a year in jail. At work, employers can now face civil lawsuits if an employee commits intentional harm like assault while on the job, and a new law changes how overtime is calculated for salaried non-exempt workers. Consumer protections also got a boost. All fees, especially on food delivery platforms, must be disclosed up front, and gift cards can no longer rack up inactivity or dormancy fees. Crime victims now have 3 years, up from 1, to life for compensation under the Virginia Victims Fund. I don't know what that means. And at the DMV, drivers can request license notations for non-apparent disabilities, while autistic drivers will be given assistive communication envelopes for traffic stops. Lastly, public colleges in Virginia must eliminate legacy admissions, ending the practice of giving preference based on family alumni status. These are some of the new laws that came into effect the 1st of July. And we have another one. Wait 1 second if I can find it in my email. Well, it's in here. And this is specifically talking about the new seatbelt law. Whether you're sitting in the front seat or the back seat of a vehicle, seatbelt use is now the law for all Virginians, beginning July 1. House Bill 2475 will take effect, requiring all vehicle occupants, regardless of age and where they sit, to buckle up. Too many lives are lost on our roads due to poor decisions, and one of those poor decisions is choosing not to wear a seatbelt, said Virginia's Secretary of Transportation, W. Shepard Miller III. Now, thanks to this new law, all Virginians of all ages sitting in the back seat or front seat of a vehicle are required to wear their seatbelt. This is a common sense law that will have a life-saving impact. This new law, excuse me, is more than just a policy change. Excuse me. It's a promise to protect others, said the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles. Commissioner Gerald Lackey, the governor's highway safety representative, before you drive off, make sure you and your passengers are wearing seatbelts. It's a simple act that shows you care, and one day they may thank you for it. It could be the difference between life and death. And my car does not move. If there's somebody in the car with me, it does not move until their seatbelts are buckled. I don't move until my seatbelt. I don't even go out of my driveway until I have buckled my seatbelt. So that is some of the new laws that have started there on July 1. So in year 2021, backseat, just to give you some statistics here, this is unrestrained backseat passengers fatalities. In 2021, backseat passenger fatalities, 46, unrestrained backseat passengers fatalities, 22 percentage total. I don't know what that means. Anyway, it means put your seatbelt on. Previously, Virginia law required drivers and front seat passengers to wear seatbelts, but adult passengers in the back seat were not held to the same standard. While the law remains a secondary enforcement law, meaning police cannot pull a driver over solely for a seatbelt violation, they can issue a $25 fine to any unbuckled passenger if the vehicle is stopped for another reason. Rideshare drivers and passengers will also have to obey this new law, meaning all occupants, including those in the back seat, must wear seatbelts. Law enforcement will play a key role in upholding the new law through year-round enforcement efforts and will participate in high-visibility national campaigns such as Click It or Ticket, which takes place annually in May and November. Okay. It says make sure the driver and all passengers, well, it just left me at that screen. Make sure the driver and all passengers are buckled in before the vehicle moves. Properly secure children and others who need assistance. Need help installing a child safety seat? You can visit the vdh.virginia.gov/child-passenger. Well, that's a long thing. This law reflects what stories like Christopher King's have shown us. Seatbelts matter in every seat on every ride. So buckle up, and like they say, buckle up or you may get a ticket. They can't stop you for not having one on, but if you get stopped for some other reason, like speeding, and you don't have your seatbelt on, you can get fined. We don't want that. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We will, hope you have a happy 4th of July. This is Wednesday. I think we're supposed to have a little rain this week, and the Salem Fair is going on this week, so I think it starts today. And it's usually rains during the Salem Fair, but they have lots of rides there and lots of fun. So go out and enjoy yourself, and we hope you have a safe, it's going to be people on the road, so please be careful driving. And also, fireworks. That is another thing, too, that they stress. Please be careful. If you do your own fireworks, please be very careful. I say leave the fireworks to the professionals, which we saw a wonderful display this past Friday that the Rotary put on over at the high school. But please, if you are doing your own fireworks, please be careful. Thanks again for joining us this morning, and we'll see you again on Friday.